What if I started the vlog off like that, y'all? Y'all weren't expecting that, was y'all? Look, okay, why do YouTubers be doing that? They be, welcome back to our video, I'm dropping more bangers, and then they have like the little flyer thing, you know, little effect, and then the little, the sound, boom, boom, I'm dropping more bangers, and da-da-da. No, sir, calm down. Calm down. Because who said those were bangers? Like, did you, you know, label those bangers for yourself? Like, who said your videos were bangers? Anyway, so just a little humor. But hey guys, I'm just gonna keep what I know, okay? I have my rubber bands in. Okay, I went to orthodontist, all right? Oh God, I'm never getting these braces off, ever. I'm going to die in my grave with these braces on. They're never coming off, ever. Every time I go there, we're getting close. We're getting close. We're getting. Ma'am, how much closer do you want? Okay. These bad boys was supposed to be off October. Well, it was an estimated time frame, but October of 2022, I believe. What month is this? We're about to go into August of 2023. A whole nother year. 3. When I got these on 2021, it's been over 2 years. I'm a little flustered, as you can see. But anyway, I went to my orthodontist, and they're never coming off. But the good news is I got a check back from them. So because my son has transitioned to another state, he is not getting his work completed by the orthodontist, obviously. So he's gonna have to get the work done and completed by another orthodontist. So my insurance, of course, was paying on it, and I was paying a monthly fee as well. Maybe, I guess I overpaid, so she owed me some money. It was a couple $100, so I'll take that. Thank you. But anyway, so today's agenda is pretty much nothing. I came on to talk to you guys a little bit, and then kind of show you. I think I might do some stuff later on, as far as put some stuff up in my daughter's room. I do want to show you guys that probably later on. I think what I'm going to start doing is recording just throughout the day and throughout the weeks. Meaning, because you guys know I like to record just within that one day. So pretty much I'll wait for something to come up, or kind of create for something to come up to record. But then sometimes it's like, well, you know, I may want to just show this little one thing and not record the whole day. So I said I'll just, you know, just record and just turn on the camera and then just combine, you know, 2 days, 3 days worth of footage into one, which I'm sure a lot of, you know, YouTubers do. I like to record and get out the way. Record it. I don't like to keep, it's just something, it's me. I know it's me. But it's just something. Ooh, let me not show that. It's just something in me that I don't like to know that I have an unleft clip. Did that make sense? But I have like ongoing clips that needs to be finished in my camera. Like the SD card has just footage, and I'm just waiting for it's like a cliffhanger. Like, okay, you want to do some more or what? I hate that feeling. I like to have one, you know, full video and let me get it out. I don't know. It's just me. I know. I'm gonna seek help. But so that's that. What I wanted to talk to you guys about was I did get the results of Amara's test. Drum roll, please. Even though that wasn't really a drum roll. But, so, great. My battery is about to die. Is that a sign? Hold on. That was a sign from the Lord. Hold on. Okay, anyway, I'm back. Changed my battery. So, got her results back. I got them back a couple days ago, and she was diagnosed with ASD, which is Autism Spectrum Disorder. They gave me like, oh my god, I think it was like 15 pages of stuff as far as her diagnosis and everything they test her for. Is like I gotta go through it again because I didn't read all of it. I just pretty much just kind of ran through the type of test they did, what it tests for, and just get the specialist in notes to see what they diagnosed her with. But pretty much, to make a long story short, to sum up everything, she is hyperactive. Is it hyperactive or hypertensive? Very, very hyper. Which we all knew. But she, let me pull it up for you guys and just kind of read it verbatim, because I don't want to mess anything up. Ugh. Listen here, student loans. Did y'all get that student loan? They trying to come back and get their money now that they denied Biden's you know, request to help us out with these student loans. They're like, no. So now I'm sure student loan people writing everybody, we gonna need these coins. We turn that back on come September. So get ready. Make sure you contact, make sure your contact information is updated. No, I ain't got no money. I'm sorry, hold on y'all. Let me find this email. Okay, so I found it. All right, so this was July 24th. So in real time, it's July 28th. So the doctor said Amara's symptoms meet the diagnostic criteria for an autism spectrum disorder, level 2, requiring substantial support with accompanying intellectual impairment with accompanying language impairment. Amara's data also suggests that she has multiple systems of inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity. She tends to have difficulty paying attention, may not listen when spoken to directly, may not follow certain tasks. Like, all these things I clearly, you know, knew. And it's really good to just see that I wasn't thinking of these things. You know, my thoughts wasn't coming from anywhere. It says these symptoms align with the diagnosis of attention deficit hyperactive disorder combined with presentation moderate provisional. Due to her tender young age, this will be ruled as a confirmed diagnosis. And so they give recommendations. It is recommended that Amara's treatment team continue to monitor her symptoms of intention, hyperactive, impulsiveness over the next year and reevaluate her. Just a bunch of stuff. But pretty much everything that I thought that Amara was doing, that I questioned, it came out to be true. She's very, very hyper. I mean, from the moment that she wakes up to the moment she goes to sleep, she's very hyper. She doesn't really pay attention to you. She will ignore you. But I think for me, I thought, and I still kind of do think, that it's intentional when she ignores you, because she smiles and smirks when she knows she hears you. But I can see where, when you're talking to her, or when you're showing her something, or when you're playing with her, she'll kind of just drift off somewhere else, and she'll just bring up something completely out the blue. Like, I can be sitting here talking about, hey, did you eat all your food? Yeah, mommy, I ate all my food. So-and-so at school had said, I'm like, what, girl? So everything that they said, you know, in this documentation is everything that I thought. And it just, for me, really helps to understand that I knew it was something going on besides her just being a 4-year-old toddler. One of the things that my mom pointed out that she wanted me to ask her pediatrician a long time ago was her toe tipping. Amara is called toe walking, and Amara walks on her toes. She primarily, I want to say a good 75-80% she walks on her toes, shoes and all. And I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't really, I thought it was like a kid thing or whatever. I thought she was gonna grow out of it. I really didn't think anything of it. I brought it up to her pediatrician a long time ago, and they told me that also may be a symptom of some type of disorder that she may have, or maybe a reason of certain things. So, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, so my mom has sent me some information about toe walking. It's called toe walking. And I was watching the videos. There was some type of seminar or webinar that was going on. I was watching. It was from a therapist woman who, you know, has a facility. She was giving all of this. I still haven't finished it. She was giving all of this information about toe tipping. She specifically works with children that from the time they're babies until, you know, they get older. She specifically works with kids who toe tips. And so she was giving all this information, and it just made so much sense when it came down to Amara. Amara has a very hard time doing number 2 in the toilet. For some reason, she cannot do number 2 in the toilet. What I mean by that is it makes her uncomfortable. She does not like doing it. She rather do the old-fashioned squat. Now, Amara is out of pull-ups. She wears her, you know, her panties. She has no problem going to the toilet to do number 1. She goes to the bathroom on her own. Mara, where you at? I'm in the bathroom. Okay, cool. Wipes herself, all that. Of course, I double check, you know, behind her. But she's a pro at number 1. Number 2, is for the life of us. It's hard. Amara, I want to say, has done number 2 in the bathroom twice, maybe 3. I can't even remember the third time, but twice she's done number 2 in the toilet. She does not like, she can't do it. It's uncomfortable. She cries, all of that, right? So I'm thinking maybe it's the comfortability of it. You know, when kids poop in their pull-ups or their diapers, you know, they like to squat, or they like to, you know, sit in that type of position that makes them comfortable. There has been a couple times, which has really made me upset, I'm not gonna lie, where I have caught her squatting in her underwear, squatting down, doing number 2 and number 1 in her panties. And I was just like, ma'am, are you serious? Like, she did it the other day. Matter of fact, she even did it. Why did my Siri come on? They watching me. Who watching me? Somebody watching me. I didn't call Siri. Did y'all just hear me call Siri? I didn't say nothing about no Siri, right? And all of a sudden the little symbol come on. Like as if I was about to say something. Somebody watching me. Somebody listening. Ooh, somebody is listening. I don't like that. It was actually, so she did it the other day, and then she did it as recent as yesterday. She did it again. I was so mad the first time, and then she did it again yesterday, and I'm like, girl, you're not. I will be honest, it really is hard for me to distinguish. Even though I found all this out and it makes sense, it still is hard for me to distinguish that there's something going on with her, because Amara is still, she's a smart girl. She's a smart girl. When I tell you, okay, she knows stuff. The way she be talking and the things that she be saying, that girl is smart, okay? So when someone says she has some type of disorder, right? I'm like, no. And it's not like being in denial. It's like this smart / crazy girl that, you know, act like she grown. You mean to tell me there's something really wrong with her? It's hard for me to believe. So I say that to say it is hard for me sometimes to believe that there could be some type of mental connection that's not connecting, that's causing her to do certain things, versus me thinking she's just doing this out of spite. I'm trying to correlate the two, but it's hard because that little girl, I'm like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. But then it's like, okay, you went and got the test. It is something wrong. This may not be her being bad and want to misbehave. It may be something else that you have to understand. It's not really her fault. So with that being said, I really did take to offense when she squatted like a dog. And I'm not calling my child a dog, but I'm saying she literally, I see, like, cause she was quiet. That's how I know she doing something. She was quiet. I came up here, she was at the table eating, and I'm like, she's quiet, what's she doing? I thought she was trying to get, like, sneak and get some food or something, or get some cookies or something that we had made. So I walk up here, I sneak up here, I look at the table, she's squatting down and peeing on my carpet that I just cleaned, that y'all seen me cleaning, on my carpet, and boo-boo in her pants. I was so livid. I'm like, you're squatting and doing this like you a dog. I was so livid, y'all. I was so livid. And I was like, Simone, and I was trying my best. I was trying my best to tell myself, Simone, it's not all her. It's something else. Don't think it's just her being defiant. It's something else. So, oh my God. And I'm just like, I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, that's the second time that she did number 2 in the pot, but I had to make her go. We were in the bathtub. I was giving her a bath. I was about to give her a bath. I put her in a bathtub, and she was rocking back and forth. She was just rocking like this. And when she does that, that means she's constipated. She wants to, because here's what she does. She'll try to go somewhere where nobody can see her to squat. But when she's always in my presence, I don't leave her by herself like that. So there's nowhere for her to go in quietness, right? In privacy to do number 2. So she'll hold it, which leads to constipation, which is one of the symptoms that they were saying with toe walking, is a lot of kids are constipated because they're not using toe walk, which I know I'm going all over the place, just follow me. They were saying that with toe walking, they're not utilizing some of their muscles. And it made sense, because then that means that she's not utilizing the muscles that she needs to extract her, stuff out. So they get constipated. So when she does this, and she's rocking, I know she's stuffed and she wants to get it out, but she can't, because there's nowhere for her to squat. I'm watching her, so she's not gonna do it in front of my face, and she's not gonna get in the toilet, so she'll just hold it. So she was doing this. I said, you gotta go number 2, right? She's like, no. She just cried. She was like whining. I said, you gotta do it, right? I said, come on, sorry. So I hurried up. As soon as her little cheeks, okay, as soon as they touched the toilet, she let loose. And I'm sorry to be, graphic, but I'm being honest. It's like, we're being honest. I mean, there may be somebody else that's going through this also. This is why I talk about it, because there may be somebody else that's going through the same thing. So I'm open to talking about stuff like this. But she did a nice one. And I was like, and we were just cheering her. I called my mom, I called my sister, and we was just cheering her on, like, yeah, and she was bawling out, crying like she did something wrong. I guess because it was uncomfortable for her to let loose on a toilet versus her underwear or a pull-up. But she was crying like something was wrong. I'm like, no, it's a good thing, you did good. She didn't like it, y'all. She did not like it. So, it's just, it's anyway. But the toe walking, I was watching that, and it was just so much information. And again, I still have to go back and watch it, but continue to watch it. But it was so much information. And I was like, okay, it makes sense. I did not think that the toe walking was a big issue. But it lists a lot of which I'll post a picture here if I can. It was a lot of information given of what toe walking can cause. And then what's the word? The solution to fixing it is really no solution, good solutions. The first one was surgery. Everything else is pretty much like, I mean, she said, one of the things she said, you'll be lucky if you catch it early within the kids as they're babies, and you catch it early. But I'm assuming if you don't, these are the things which hopefully I'll put a picture right here. These are the resolutions surgery. I think one was braces. One was Botox, I think they said, or something like I'm not doing that to my kid. I think there was another one, extensions or something on the, I don't know. But I was just like, what? No, we're not even gonna speak that over my child. She gonna do. And then they said one thing not to do is to not tell the child to not walk on their heels. I'm like, oh, I've been doing this I've been doing it wrong. Because literally the other day when I was picking up Amara, I said, she was walking on her toes. I said, Amara, don't walk on your toes, walk on your feet. On your feet. And they say, don't tell the child that. Oh, there was another thing they said. They said it's not, toe walking is not a foot problem. It's a movement disorder. I was like, well, I'll be damned. I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever I was thinking, I was completely off. Because I'm like, so it's not a foot issue. It's, so everything to me is a wiring issue within the muscles in her mind and in her body that is correlating with each other, and some things are just not connecting in order for her, you know, to mentally and physically flow right. So I'm like, oh, okay, so now I need to find a therapist that's going to help with her toe walking. I have to get her therapy for that, and I also have to get her some therapy for her behavior. Start getting someone to work with her on improving her behavior. So I never thought I would have had to get 2 therapists for a 4-year-old. But it is what it is. How do I feel about it? I'm not sad or anything like that. I'm not, you know, I'm not anything like that. I'm just really, really glad that everything is figured out. I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera, but I'm really glad that everything has been figured out as far as what is going on with her. Because I just knew it wasn't her just being a 4-year-old. I just knew it. It had to be more to that. So moving forward, we just got to do, you know, what we got to do. And the first step is I do have an appointment with her pediatrician. I didn't know that her doctor has to actually write out the documentation that she has been diagnosed. I thought I could just take this paperwork they gave me and say, okay, here's proof, but there has to be an actual documentation written. So once I get that is when I want to start moving forward. I am actually, and I have thought about this, and I actually looked into it a little bit, but I have thought about trying to apply for SSI, which is Social Security Income or something like that. But then there's also Social Security Disability, something like that. And I don't know which one I would sign her up for, which one she would qualify for. But I did look into it. And I'm gonna do it. That's why I want to wait for the documentation from her doctor. And I also want to get her, I'm gonna wait to get the documentation, and I'm going to also wait until I get her in to see her therapist. Because when I was looking at the information online for SSI or SSD, they wanted to know all of this information, which rightfully so, but they wanted to know the name of all her doctors, all her pediatricians, all of her therapists. And I'm like, she ain't got none. I mean, she has doctors, but she don't have a therapist. And so I just wouldn't have felt right signing her up or trying to apply. And it's like, okay, she has been diagnosed, but are you getting her any help? Are you know what I'm saying? If you're reaching out for the state to help you financially, they want to see, what do you need help with? What are your expenses? You know, what are you going to be needing this money for? So I'm going to wait until she actually has her doctors in place and has actually seen the therapist, and then get that documentation from her doctors, and then I'll apply for either SSI or SSD. I don't know. because I just, you know, I was just thinking like insurance, like even though, you know, insurance may cover some things, there may be some out-of-pocket expenses. So I'm gonna definitely, you know, need that help, but I don't know. But yeah, so I want to tell you guys that I'm fine. I really am. It is a lot, you know, to now process. You know, it's always something. I got my child, you know, my first child. He's good. Josiah's good. I talk to him every single day. You know, him and his dad is doing great. I'm so excited for him. He starts school next week, August 3rd. They have open house July 31st. So he's good. He's settled in. He got everything he needs down there. He's having a good time. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I got him settled, and then here comes something else. So that's pretty much how my life works. Is something after something after something. So, but yeah, I know I talked y'all head off. It's 24 minutes, and I've just talked about a whole bunch of stuff. But anyway, I wanted to get that out the way. The rest of the vlog is just gonna be a bunch of stuff. Well, I'm not gonna show you guys up close because my address is on there, but I have 4 Amazon packages, and I ordered a bunch of things that I want to do for Amara's room. She still is not sleeping. I mean, I told you guys she has the fan, right? But she's still not sleeping in her room throughout the whole night. She will come in my room about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning and want to sleep the rest of the day, you know, the rest of the morning with me. So I'm still trying to find ways to keep her in her room. I did order a neon light off Amazon. I think one of y'all told me check Amazon. I did. I ordered it. I'm excited. So hopefully that works out. But I ordered one of those like moon and star lights, you know, where all the moon and stuff like rotates around the room. I ordered her a music box so that music can play for her to go to sleep to. And I oh my god, I ordered these beautiful pictures. Okay, so I gotta actually go get ready, take a shower, and get her from daycare. So I'm gonna come back. Hopefully I'll put this stuff up tonight. I want to get it out the way tonight because I want to see her sleep in her room tonight. So I'll come back and maybe I'll do a whole video and show you guys me putting up her stuff tonight if I have the willpower, because I'm about to get a shower. It's fast food Friday. Want to get something to eat. Hopefully I'll be in the mood to want to do this when I get home. But I talked y'all ear off. I'm sorry. I just want to get all the information out the way. I'll catch you guys in the next clip.